Live.
Hey, perfect timing. We are live.
We are live.
You are live. No Scott, so that means I have to figure out what button to push. Oh, there it is, I think.
Push the button. What is going on, everybody? What is going on? Welcome to this week's episode 263 of the STS Guys. I am Jeremy.
Hey, it's Larry.
And we are the STS Guys, a weekly, sometimes podcast where we sit around, shoot the shit, and talk about anything geeky, nerdy, and cool. What's going on, Larry?
What's going on, Jeremy? Good to see you.
Good to
Scott's
see you,
out sick or going to the airport or something. Oh, there he is. He's looking good. He's looking good.
He's looking good.
But if Scott was here, I'm pretty sure he would say it's been a week.
It's been a week.
It's been a couple of weeks, but yeah,
It has. Yeah.
It's
It's baseball.
Baseball, yeah.
Why did we miss last week? But yeah, we had a Diamondbacks game, so we skipped last week.
How like I said, how are the tickets? Like I said, you got like season tickets, right? Like I said,
yeah, just for the weekend. So we have every Saturday and Sunday home game. But the kind of like it's been good. It's a little much. Thankfully there's very rarely like back-to-back weekends at their home. So there's usually a little bit of a break, and we've been trading our Sunday tickets for like a different day during the week that we get to choose. So they give you that flexibility where you can change or like upgrade and move around your seats kind of however you want, like ahead of time. So we've been able to choose when we want to go. Yeah, we just.
I was going to ask him like how much has it because like it's not like basketball, right? Or I said like since baseball is like there's a lot of games. I'm like has it gotten to that point where I'm like it's more of a chore?
There definitely has been a few days where it's been feeling a little bit like a chore.
Like you want to drive downtown,
like
and
you have to
traffic
go.
And this, that, and the other. And
traffic and summer's here, so it's like 110 degrees outside. I will say, like, this isn't that important, but we with the season tickets, we had the option to purchase parking. So we purchased parking at this garage that I did not know existed. That's just east of 7th Street. So 7th Street is the main street where the Diamondbacks stadium is on. Mm-hmm. And in order to get to the stadium from that parking garage, you walk under 7th Street. And then there's like an entrance right there that I did not know existed. That is for like season ticket holders get to go in early. So like we walk from the covered parking, right? The parking garage under the covered street, and like it's covered the whole way. So you're never really going out in the sun. So I feel like we dumb lucked into that, which is nice. So even if you have to stand outside for a couple minutes, you're not standing in the sun because like the main entrance, you're in the sun and it's hot and it's like, miserable.
I never knew that was there because I always
no clue, but it's my favorite place to park from now on.
Yeah, whenever we went, so we always parked in that garage that had like that little sky bridge. That's what that goes to.
Yeah, that's like the main one. Yeah, but you have to walk like it's not a lot, but you have to walk like a quarter mile or something. And when it's 115 degrees outside, you don't want to walk a quarter mile, let alone once you get there, if you have to stand outside for another 10 minutes or more. Not fun. So yeah, it's been pretty good. Then right, like one of the kind of nice things is there's giveaways like on Saturdays. So that's why we've been going pretty much every Saturday, like bobbleheads and t-shirts and jerseys and all that kind of stuff. So but season ticket holders get to go in 30 minutes early. So yeah, we got to get there super early, but at least we don't have to wait in line. We can just walk in when it's still kind of empty, which is nice. Awesome. And we've devised a plan where we can usually get multiples of the giveaways because they were there so early. So that's been fun too.
Circle around.
Yeah, so those have been going on eBay, which has been a nice benefit that I wasn't expecting to help subsidize our season tickets.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been great. So yeah, it's been fun, dude. I like it. I don't know if we haven't talked about next year yet or not, but it's been good. Not a chore quite yet.
like I said, like, baseball season tickets are just that hard.
Long,
So luckily you're not doing everything, because I think if you did everything, I think you're like, oh god, just like
yeah, it would be way
it would be
way
a slog
much.
just to kind of, I guess, get through, just because there's so many games.
Yeah, and fortunately, like they're not playing they went to the World Series last year, right? So they had a really good year last year. They're doing pretty good this year. They're kind of in the mix for making the playoffs and stuff. So at least they're playing good too. Like there was one year, it was a while back, that we went to a lot of games, but they like lost 8 games in a row that I went to, and it was like miserable and bad. So at least they're playing decent. So that helps too, right? When you're just losing every game, like that's no fun too. And it's baseball, so that totally happens. Like you can just have awful seasons where you lose every game. That's not fun.
Yeah, those games are always interesting, because at that point in time, I said those are the ones where they just like they can hardly even give the tickets away.
Yeah. No, we went like on a Monday, like last week or 2 weeks ago, and it was like dead empty, which is kind of nice. Like it's like when you've been going on Saturdays and it's packed, and then you mix it up and go on like a super empty Monday or Tuesday. It's not bad. But yeah, like you said, nobody really wants to go after work. You gotta be dedicated to drive downtown after work, especially because Phoenix is so spread out. Like I've always lived like 45 minutes from downtown with no traffic. So it's a chore to get down there. That's why our hockey team left, because no one wanted to drive across Phoenix to go see the Coyotes play, and they just left. It's okay.
Shows you what I know. I didn't even know that.
The Coyotes announced that they're moving to Utah, Salt Lake next year, I think.
Oh, the Salt Lake City Coyotes.
Something or others. Yeah. I'm not sure. I think they're going to change the name. But yeah, that was that had been going on for like a decade, but they're finally leaving.
Are they going to replace it with soccer? Because I thought everyone's into soccer now. Like,
that would kind of make sense, right? The Austin team was pretty popular when I lived there.
It's like
I don't know.
You would, like I said, you would think, the Austin soccer team, like it's crazy popular.
Yeah.
Like whenever it's one of those things where I'm like, I have to actually look to see. I don't care about soccer.
Yeah.
But I look at the schedule just so I can avoid, like I said, the domain area. I said just because I'm like, it's like if there's a game, I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
I don't even want to deal with the traffic over there. It's like it's bananas.
Yeah, exactly. And I remember a work trip. Like people went to, like right when one of the times after I moved here and I went to Austin for work, old work, and like people from out of town were like, they went to an Austin football club game or whatever. Like it was a thing. Like they were excited to go to the soccer game. I don't know. I've never been. Like it might be like, yeah, it might be fun. I don't know. But to your point, like I think I did go over there by the domain because it's right there one day on like a soccer day. And yeah, you like if you don't need to, like if you just wanted to go to the Apple store or something, that was not the right Apple store to go to.
Well, that's so you've been baseball. Like I said, the only thing I did was I said recently is like, and I was talking to you yesterday before the podcast, is like apparently, right? So like I've been seeing like a lot of like comedy shows and concerts and stuff lately.
Yeah.
So my favorite comedy thing is Joe Rogan's place downtown. So that's literally probably my favorite venue. I said to go and see comedy. One, because the tickets are always super cheap. So like
that's a plus.
It's like $35, right? I said like 35 to $45. I said depending on but then because it's Joe Rogan's place, like I said, it always has like the big people. Like I said, like it has like, the Dave Chappelle's or the Theo Vons or basically people who do like the big giant stadium tours where you're paying like $150, $200 a ticket sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's nice to actually kind of see, like I said, those type of people, like when you're only paying like $35. It's crazy that it's been open now almost 2 years and tickets still sell out instantly. And you don't even know you don't even know who you're seeing.
Oh, okay, that's tricky.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I said, half the time, I say you don't know who you're seeing. It's basically always like Joe Rogan and friends, or hey, it's basically hey, it's open, it's open mic night. I said at this, but then it's always basically oh yeah, there's Shane Gillis or Theo Vaughn or Dave Chappelle or Ron White or like any of the bigger comedians, right? So took a detour from that. So they opened up a comedy club at the Domain now.
Oh, of course they did.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, which I didn't even know was there up until a couple of weeks ago.
Cool, but that's a little closer and easier to get to for you than going all the way downtown. So that's a plus.
Super simple, I said, to get to. It's right on the outskirts of the Domain too. So like literally,
even better.
The parking garage is literally right there. It's easy to get in and out of. But no, I went and saw just because I'm like, I loved the show growing up. I went and saw Roseanne. So she's making a comeback.
Yeah, super random. Because she got canceled a little bit, right? When
she got canceled for a little bit.
Connors was on, and okay, good for her. No, that's cool. Like, there's definitely worse ways you could spend a weekday afternoon than going to see Roseanne.
Kind of like you, right? I don't know. In my old age now, I don't like going out on a school night. Like I said, like midweek, I'm like, weekend is fine. Like the midweek, I'm like I don't really want to go out. But then I said she was only. I said I saw her on Tuesday this past week. Because I said we had the day off of work. I said on Wednesday. So I'm like,
yeah,
perfect. I'm like, we're set perfect. So I'm like, I'll go see Roseanne.
Perfect.
That's that was. I said it was a good show. Like I said, it was unfiltered Roseanne. So literally, she talked about getting canceled and all this other stuff. Yeah. So I know. So it was a good show.
No, and to your point, like, especially like the Roseanne show was on for a really long time, and that was one of the top sitcoms of like the 90s. Right, and she was a big deal, right? I remember like she like scream the Star Spangled Banner, like the national anthem at like at a probably a baseball game or something. Like, she was in news for a while, right? Dating Tom, like marrying and dating and breaking up with Tom Arnold, and like she was like tabloid news. She was like, even though she might not be like your prototypical like superstar, like she's not like a Tom Cruise or something, but she was a big deal. Like,
she was like back in the day, right? I said I watched Roseanne, I said religiously, just because it was it was a normal sitcom, right? Like it wasn't like there's only like there's nothing like
it's not like Friends where all they're right
where that's what I'm kind of trying to do, right? So it's not like a Friends or like even like a Seinfeld or anything else like that. It's just really, it's literally about a normal family, probably about the most normal family.
Yeah, right. Midwest family, just normal family, normal problems.
Normal family, normal problems. And then, like I said, then they always had really good. Out of all the sitcoms, I said they always had really good Halloween episodes. They always had really good Halloween episodes. I love sitcoms that can pull off a good Halloween episode.
Yeah, right. It kind of became their thing where people where you look forward to the new Halloween episode. Yeah, I do remember that. I remember like an opening too with like jack-o'-lanterns and stuff like cut out to look like the little kid or Roseanne and stuff. When that was starting to be a thing, like jack-o'-lantern art.
Well, and then I said I also had to go because of what we did last year.
The Lanford Lunchbox.
Yeah,
I do remember that. Yeah, that was a little disappointing, but it was
super disappointing. But hey, you know what?
It would have been better if the food was ready. But yeah, it was still cool. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Like, somewhat related. Like, that show's very popular because I was surprised. Our friends at Dark Parlor Originals had a signing with Laurie Metcalf, right, the sister, on Roseanne. And I guess she was in one of the Scream movies or something too. Like, I didn't see that. Right, and she was like Sheldon's mom in Big Bang Theory. Like, she's been in a few important things. But I was surprised. There were a lot of people who were really excited to get picture signed as her of Aunt Jackie in Roseanne. And it was, I did not realize she was that popular. But like talking about Roseanne now, I guess it makes sense, right? Like it was a very popular show. People have a lot of nostalgia around that. So that was a cool sign.
She was Ghostface, in the second one, I believe, right? I think it was, that was the one where they were in college, and it was basically I said Billy Loomis's mom. I think that's who it was, if I'm not mistaken.
Spoilers. It's been like 20 years. I might still watch it.
I haven't seen that movie forever. Yeah. Okay, good. I got it right.
Yeah. Real quick, shout out to chat. What's up, Ed? Manny's here too. Hey, Manny.
Manny, what's going on?
Ed, of course. Some means Jessica's nearby. Shout out to Jessica, and shout out to Gio from the movie canon. What's going on, guys?
Oh, I almost bought tickets for another concert until I realized when it was. So it just so happens that the Aquabats, I said, are coming into town.
Nice.
So I'm like, I always love a good Aquabat show. However, though,
I think I know where this is going.
Wednesday night during Comic-Con.
Yeah, it's like it's end of July, right?
Yeah, end of July. I'm like, oh.
That's funny. I know they're not coming here. But I didn't catch that they were going to be in Austin, or maybe I did see it and realized what date it was, and I'm like, nope.
I literally was. I'm like, oh, I went online and I'm like, oh, so where do you get the tickets? I'm like, oh,
nope. Yeah. Their tour kicks off July 8th, and it's in July 23rd in Austin. And like it's Comic-Con time, right? Like it's Comic-Con month, and there was a time. Now it feels like many years ago. It's probably because it was the year you and I went just for the night. Was the last time the Aquabats played during San Diego Comic-Con. So that was like 2018, I think. But prior to that, like 2017, 2016, 2015, they would always play at the House of Blues in downtown San Diego, right in the Gas Lamp, and that was one of my favorite Comic-Con traditions. But they haven't done it in like 6 years.
Well, yeah, because I said the last time I said we saw him, I said that's where we also saw. I said Froggy Fresh.
Froggy Fresh, yes, absolutely unforgettable. It was a great trip. It was a good day.
Those were some great memories. I said not even going to Comic-Con, like, right, and we still
barely. We borrowed Nate's badge for like an hour, just to walk around, and like I swear that's all we spent was like an hour. We hit the floor. Maybe got like a free keychain or something, and that was about it. Like I don't even think we bought anything.
Yeah, no, that was a good trip. That was a good trip that year.
Yeah, I agree.
I still remember. I said the best photo of you ever. The pink suit. I said outside the hotel with all the flamingos. I'm like, Larry, we got to get a picture here
with the flamingos. Yes, that was
your Miami Vice picture.
That was perfect. Like that was too good to fake, right? Like that was like photo karma right there. Like,
that's up there with all time amazing photos. I'm like, I still don't think it tops Purple Couch.
No, Purple Couch is pretty good
Hollywood
too, but
was
but as far as like being at a hotel, just happening to have a small grassy area with multiple pink flamingo plastic statues while I'm wearing a pink suit, that was pretty epic as well. Like
it worked out.
Could not have planned that any better, like besides buying our own pink flamingos. So that was pretty good.
No AI back then to insert flamingos back in the background.
No AI, no Photoshop needed. It was a good time. But you're gonna make me nostalgic for Fun Days, and you're gonna make me cry because it's all good. Because I guess we should quickly mention that it doesn't look like we're going to Funko Fun Days this year, but that's okay.
Yeah, I was getting all nostalgia too because I'm like, also I said the best live stream ever on the porch.
Yes, outside that same hotel, right by the pool with that bird.
Yeah.
Shout out to that bird.
Yeah. That was, no fun days. No fun days for us this year. So we'll have to create some other memories. But
that's okay. I was a little sad, but then I so I'm like, I want to see my friends, and then I realized, well, like I'll still see people, right? We'll still see people walking around. We're still gonna go see Manny.
Yeah,
Manny messaged us. We'll meet up. And then I'm like, well, like worst case, like I'm still going to Comic-Con. I'm still hanging out with Jeremy. I'm still hanging out with Ian. Like that's enough. Like it's still going to be a good time. Just a little bit different. So.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. So we are 100% going to meet up.
Yeah. We'll message you. I won't show the front, but my badge came in the mail today.
Oh, mine got mailed. I haven't got it yet.
Yeah. I don't even think I got the official. Well, maybe I did get the notification. It was just this week, but then it showed up today. Two bubble envelopes, one with Ian's name on it, one with my name on it. And I'm like, what the heck is this? Like, I'm like, what did I order? And it's like, oh, Comic-Con badge.
Well, remember, so we got to do what we did last year. Remember, because I said last year, I said they magically had the pins.
Oh yeah.
Remember when we had
check in? Yeah.
When we secretly went upstairs and checked in. I said for the second time.
Yeah. That's right. I forgot about that. I mean, because that's they had the bags and stuff too. So yeah, we'll have to go up Wednesday, because you'll be there Tuesday now too. So we'll go right Wednesday before preview night. We'll go.
Again, right?
Grab our bag that we don't really need, but yeah, maybe the book that we don't really need. But if there's a pin, hey, I am in. Good. Good
I am in. I said I am in for all the pins. Yeah. Like I said, and then this year, like I said, I got my traditions. Like I said, I got my traditions, right? So I mean, that's a tradition. My CGC pins, like I said, every day. That's one of my traditions. Like I'll go to that CGC booth every single day to get
I was
pins.
thinking about that again too. I was like, I wonder if they're going to do that again.
I got you hooked on that now too, especially now. Last year, I said with your win.
It's right here, randomly enough.
That's amazing.
It's right here. Yeah, right. I won. I don't know. Yeah, I think we talked about this, but right, I won a CGC 9.8 Alex Ross signed variant cover at the CGC booth. When all I really wanted was a pin to give to Jeremy. Yeah. But yeah, like that was cool. Yeah, we'll definitely have to do that next year. Like, right, like I think one of the best things about Comic-Con, like we've talked about this before, but like it gets. Like you figure things out and it gets a little bit better each year. Mm-hmm. Like, right, you add things to your list of things that you want to do or need to do or hope you get to do. And yeah, like CGC booth would have been an afterthought, really, right? Like, figure they're just trying to sell you on grading your comics. Like, cool. But no, you can at least get a pin and maybe win something else.
And
cool.
literally, and if you hit it first thing in the morning, there's no one there. It's the best time. Like I said, so like, Manny, I said if you're around, stop by the CGC booth. Like I said, first thing in the morning. I said there's never a line. You basically take a picture and post it on social media. Basically, you draw it for a pin, and then you'll get a pin no matter what. But then if you grab a 10.0 pin, you also then win something too. So like it's
or 9.5. I think won something too, right? Like there was a guy. There was a guy I was next to but he won like a bag or something. Like it wasn't, it was still cool for free. Like it was like one of those drawstring bags and maybe some other stuff in it. I'm not sure, but there were prizes depending on what you won, or you won something for getting a 0 or a 0.5 or something, right? Yeah. So
I think like a sticker sheet or something.
Yeah,
something like stupid, but
there were multiple prizes depending on what you got. So not only you got a pin, you had a decent shot at getting some prizes.
Manny, it's on the outer edge of. I'm trying to.
That by the old Fugitive. So Fugitive Toys has like 2 booths now, right? Yeah. But like I'm gonna call it the old Fugitive Toys booth, which is like right as you kind of enter one of those halls. Like it's right on that first aisle. Parallel to like the main walkway. I'm not sure exactly where it is, but it's kind of by Fugitive. I can't think of what else is there. There's those other comic book booths like Rocky Mountain Comic Books or whatever that are along that wall too. Something like that. I think the PSA booth is over there too a little bit, because that's another one where it's like, the PSA booth had like nothing going on last year.
Well, now they're together because they own them. CGC and PSA. CGC? Yes, I said CGC bought PSA.
Oh, they did? I did.
Oh no. Sorry. No,
CGC bought JSA.
I'm like they bought JSA. Never mind.
Yeah. But they bought the authentication. Yeah. So that'll be interesting too. Maybe they'll have some JSA stuff there.
Yeah, that'll be weird, but
yeah. Because I remember PSA had like a weird crane game that you had no chance at winning, but you could win like a slab Marvel card or something. So I tried. I did not win.
No, but I said every year I think you definitely add on to the knowledge of basically like things that you do and basically how you approach different things. Like I said, I think we've dialed in basically said our like I said entry strategy. I said over the last a couple of years. Like I said, I think we've got that nailed down to a T.
100%
pretty good.
Unless they mix things up next year, but unless
they mix things up. I think it's a winning strategy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm hoping for this year. I'm hoping they bring back more like the random signings and stuff like that, right? So like, remember how like they used to have like the Nickelodeon booth, like I said, where you go in early and then you get the signing ticket.
I was thinking about that one this morning too. Like, right, we saw Cast of SpongeBob.
Yeah, Cast of SpongeBob, like,
which is fairly easy to get tickets. Like Nickelodeon's great because to me, it's fairly easy to get the tickets. Like if you prioritize it and you go there first, you should have a good shot at getting it. Maybe it's not like the best signing, but SpongeBob cast was pretty epic.
It's something to do. Like it's something to do. Like so
exactly.
we got the SpongeBob, and then we also got the Rugrats. Like it's just like hey, like
yeah. So I don't know what Nickelodeon would have this year, but you know, maybe Ninja Turtles or something. I'd be down for like a Ninja Turtle signing. But yeah, they're like because they didn't have that last year because they didn't have any cast there.
No, there was no one there.
So there should be some of those things.
So I'm hoping they bring it back. I'm hoping, like I said, this year, I said just because I'm like, because of the way the hotels work this year, I'm hoping they basically blocked off some of those rooms for more guests.
Yeah.
Which is why that hotel were kind of a debacle this year. We'll see. Manny says, listen, I hope they bring back the main Hot Toys display back.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the sideshow booth was one of my favorite booths. Unfortunately, I don't think they're doing it.
I think I saw that too. Like I think they said they're not coming back because they do their sideshow con now, and they realize that they can do that for far less of the cost.
Well, and I think too, it's like it's one of those booths that like since they're the only U.S. distributor of Hot Toys, I'm like they don't need to advertise.
Yeah.
Like really. And so I think their virtual con has worked out good for them, but I don't know. I miss that too. I'm like, that was like one of my favorite booths to go to just because one, how huge it was, but then secondly, you got to see it because it had a whole bunch of cool stuff on display.
Yeah. Even if you don't want to buy anything, which I guess is a reason why they don't need to come, right? People just look. Like even if you don't want to buy anything, it was cool to walk by and see and take pictures or whatever. And yeah, like that not being there is kind of a disappointment. But I mean, good or bad, that might be one of the reasons why Funko was able to expand their footprint so much last yeyear, since Sideshow and a couple other people didn't show up. So
they're like, hey,
even if they're not there, like hopefully there's something else cool in its place. But it'll be interesting. Like getting my badge today made it all of a sudden feel really close.
It doesn't feel close. It's a month away. Like it's literally a month away. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, like I know Fun Days tickets went up this week, and like there's been things going on, but like it doesn't feel that close to me until today. And it's like, oh yeah, this is happening. Like I guess I need to start paying attention to things and like turn on Twitter alerts and
because like then offsites are gonna start popping up for this. Yeah. I said all that stuff is probably gonna start kicking off here, especially in the next week or so. I said that'll start popping off. I think it's just I don't know the year has gone by super fast because like so for example right like that weekend I said that's when Deadpool and Wolverine comes out right.
Oh yeah.
I said that weekend, and then so then I'm like since we're gonna be at Comic-Con I still need to book the tickets. So I booked the tickets for the following week, and then I'm like I was going to buy tickets to a tattoo expo I said here in town. So I'm looking for another tattoo. And then nice. I said, Lindsay, she's like, well, we can't go. I'm like, why not? It's like, I'm like, it's August. I'm like, what do we got going on? Like August 3rd, like, we're going to go see Deadpool. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, that's like August is like literally the week after Comic-Con. I'm like,
it is, right? Because it's super late this year. Yeah. Oh, cool. Manny's got tickets during Comic-Con. Well done, Manny. Good job planning ahead.
I looked. There's nothing like anymore.
That's all right. Like, there's got to, as much as like going to see that movie would be cool, there's got to be something else going on too that is equally as cool. So that is only available in San Diego for Comic-Con, and like you can see the movie the following week, and that's okay.
Yeah, I'm hoping for some like I want them to bring back some of the cool stuff, like the signings, the big huge Hall H panels. We already found out that, like I said, that DC isn't going to be there because James Gunn is going to still be filming. He made that
it sounded like I saw like one of the that YouTube channel, the Everything Always, who does a lot of the Marvel stuff. I don't think it was like confirmed or anything, but it sounded like they felt like Marvel would be back with probably a lot of announcements and maybe some cast. Like maybe you bring out the Fantastic Four cast, or right, like they've got a lot of stuff that could create some buzz, and they probably need some buzz.
They need some buzz. They need something. Like I said, because here's the thing: I said after Deadpool and Wolverine, which people are going to see regardless, like it could literally be the worst, crappiest movie like of all time, and people would still go see it.
Oh yeah,
just because of what it is.
Yeah. No, but I mean, if it is really bad, like that's not going to be good for Marvel.
No, it's not good.
That's going to be the case, but I'm pretty sure the one right after that is going to be the Captain America.
Yeah.
Right, the Falcon one,
which has gone through like reshoots upon reshoots.
Yeah,
and I think they're doing more reshoots. I said right now.
I don't feel good about that one at all.
Doesn't good. Well, then I said also too, that freaking poor Blade movie. I'm like, I think it just lost its third or fourth director. I said at this point in time. So
yeah, that's not good.
That I'm like,
yeah, I mean, like at a minimum, like you should have footage to show for the Captain America movie, and right there's a few things that make sense. And then if they want to get really crazy, they could make some announcements about right, whatever's next, like there's supposed to be another Avengers movie and all that stuff. So and a lot, even like some of the cast, like She-Hulk, like I mean, I don't know, like whoever's going to be in the Avengers movie, like maybe there's a lot of those pieces who have never been at a Comic-Con that they could bring, which people would hopefully get excited for. I don't know, like Moon Knight, like I don't know who's gonna be in this Avengers movie, but there might be some new people.
Or maybe they'll bring out, like I said, maybe they'll screen some of the Daredevil stuff finally.
Oh yeah, that too, because that should be ready, right? They filmed all that, so yeah, there should be. Maybe you could even show, like half of a Daredevil episode or something. That would be really cool.
Yeah, like I said, they do like some like sizzle reel of like the Daredevil stuff to kind of get people brought back into that again.
Well, and I was thinking, for the first time ever, like we absolutely don't have plans on Friday night. Like we could jump in that Hall H line if there is a Marvel panel. Maybe we just do Hall H on Saturday for the first time ever. Like,
well, that not? And then I said there's a secret media entrance.
Worst case. Yeah, worst case.
I said on there. So that's how I dumb lucked into that Kevin Smith. I said line. I said that 1 year again, right? Amazing memory.
Yeah, agree.
Amazing past Comic-Con memory.
Yeah, so I did think about that. Like, this year might be being a little different for us. Like, there might be some opportunities to do some things that we haven't even really thought about in the past. So yeah, like if we don't feel like waiting, maybe we could kind of sneak in into that press area and see how that goes too. So yeah, Manny, if we try for it, we'll hit you up.
Yes.
Like there's a press, I think there's a press entry, and since we have press badges, we might be able to pull something off. I think it's harder for Saturday, especially if Marvel's there, than it would be for like that Kevin Smith panel. But if we go early enough, it might happen. There was like last year there wasn't any good panels on Friday, but there was that Bob's Burgers panel. And I think some of the other Fox stuff, right? Like Rick and Morty, and like I don't know what they actually did.
Give me a Fox animation panel. Give me some King of the Hill. That's what I want.
Exactly. So like maybe
King of the Hill.
Maybe that would be Friday afternoon too, and we'd be getting into the Fun Days line, and we don't have that as a distraction. We can just go get good seats for the Fox panel. Futurama's coming back too. Like Ian and I have been watching Futurama, so maybe there'd be like a Futurama panel. Like I don't know. Like it might be right. I think there's going to be other good things on Friday, Saturday to fill our time. You know who Manny would like to see at the con? Mario Lopez.
I have a feeling he's probably going to be around because I think what he just did the. I'm guessing he's also probably going to be a guest. I said too at Mondays.
Dang it. Yeah, dude. Like, yeah, no,
that I just saw that interview that I said that.
Yeah, you're right, and that historically is foreshadowing on who is going to be at Fun Days, and he lives in like LA, right? Because he's on Entertainment Tonight or Access Hollywood or whatever show he's on. So he's not far. He could easily come down to San Diego, because who wouldn't want to come down to San Diego to be a guest at Fun Days? Or maybe he'll just be, maybe we'll see him hanging out at the hotel. Like that would be pretty epic. Like clearly I still love anything Saved by the Bell. So Mario Lopez would be awesome. I don't know, Manny. I feel like I know he used to film whatever show he's on live outside of Universal Studios. That was a couple years ago, so I just assumed he probably lived close by Universal Studios.
Access Hollywood or
I forget. I think it's Access Hollywood, right? Like him and Maria Menounos or something. Like, because there was like we went to Universal Studios like a couple years ago, and I brought my Saved by the Bell Slater pop just in case, because they literally like filmed it right as by the security entrance, and like it looked like, based on Instagram photos and stuff, it looked like he was hanging out and taking selfies with people and stuff, like no problem every day. But the week that we went, he like had hurt his leg or something, and he was having surgery, so he was on like a little leave of absence or whatever, so he wasn't going to be there. So I missed out on Mario Lopez. I missed out on Mario Lopez at Houston Comic Palooza too, because he canceled. So maybe this is the year.
This is the year. This is the magic.
Maybe Mike Pecker's going to bring him to town, and we'll run into Slater. That would be cool. And I agree with that. Like, right? Who knows? Maybe this will be the best year ever for Comic-Con. Like, there are no bad Comic-Cons. They're just a little bit different. So.
Yeah, every year is a little bit different.
Like I said, worst case, like I don't see Jeremy every day. I'm gonna hang out with Jeremy for 5 days. We're gonna eat some burritos. We're gonna get some pizza, and like that's kind of enough for me at this point. Like, it's the little stuff that's fun. I don't have to go all crazy and wake up at 2 a.m. anymore to get in line and all that stuff. Like, it's the little things that make me happy. Maybe we get in and head to the Fig Pin booth and get an exclusive Fig Pin or something like we did last year.
Yeah, like
that's enough at this point.
Yeah. And then get yelled at. I said by the people in the Fig Pin booth.
Right.
That's right. Get yelled at by the security, and then the Fig Pin booth people actually stick up for you. And
like, hey, like they didn't. Yeah, they were cool. They didn't even care. But that guy, it was mostly you. That guy did not want you in there for some reason.
He did not. I said that dude hated me.
The 3 or 4 people in front of you, they were fine. Like, he didn't seem that mad at me. I remember he looked at me, but it was you. You were at the target.
You stood my ground. Yeah. I'm like, nope.
You sir need to leave. You're not supposed to be in here yet. I'm like, okay, but what about all these other people?
Yeah, I'm like, nope, I'm not leaving this line.
Comic-Con.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, Tyler's at San Antonio Superhero Con.
Yep. It's so in Tyler's comment, right? Everyone has that one Comic-Con guest that managed to evade them. Tyler, I hope that isn't Jake Gyllenhaal for you, because I did see good old Mysterio. Yeah. Well, I mean, sure he did. So, right, Jake Gyllenhaal wasn't able to go to that Superhero Con we talked about because he had COVID, was the announcement. So,
yeah.
True or not, I hope he's doing okay.
Oh, Jake Gyllenhaal.
I mean, I don't know. It's just it feels.
Why couldn't he at least call up his sister to sub in for him?
There you go. Yeah, like I'm sure he doesn't feel good, but that felt like a very calculated response by his publicist or whatever. Like, Jake can't go because he has COVID.
No. Well, hey, at least, like, I don't know, like, do you follow like any of the other like social media stuff for like any of the cons in Arizona, like that Mad Monster party? Did you hear what happened with that?
No.
So So Mad Monster, like I said, is a huge like horror convention, like I said, in Arizona, right?
Yeah.
The big claim to fame this year was all the Osbournes. I said we're gonna be there.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that. That's cool. Or
however,
that's cool.
Yeah. However, the Osbournes on their social media channels said they weren't going to be there before they informed the con. So the con is basically doing mad, like I said, PR scramble right now. If you're like, we don't know what's going on. They never told us. So like they're literally putting them on blast on social media. It's actually kind of funny watching it back and forth.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think that's the right way to do it. Yeah, they should have reached out. And they don't need, like, the Osbournes or whoever doesn't even need to say anything. Like, just let the con handle it. Like, Jake Gyllenhaal doesn't need to go out and do a Twitter post about like, hey, I'm not going to be here. Like, nobody cares, dude. Let the people handle it. I don't know. Like, the Osbournes as a family don't do many cons, I don't think. Like, Ozzy's been around
that was
a
like
little
a big
bit.
claim. I said,
I didn't know that. Like,
but yeah, it's
apparently. I probably would. I wouldn't have went, but like that's the kind of stuff that at least gets my attention. Like that's cool because they're not at every con.
Yeah. But yeah, I saw earlier today that they found out everyone is basically messaging Mad Monster because everyone's basically saying they found out on the Osbournes, like I said, social channels that they're not going to be there, but they yet didn't inform the con yet officially.
Oh, it's still on the website.
Yeah. It's if you get a chance, go watch their social media. It's kind of funny. I said because everyone's freaking out and the con doesn't know what to do, so they're actually tagging basically the Osbournes on social media. Like it's
right? What do you mean you're not coming?
It's pretty epic con drama. I said I'm fully online. Sucks for basically. I said if people are looking forward to them, but outside looking in, I'm like it's interesting con drama.
Yeah, they I thought they had a couple. Oh, yeah, there it is. I did know they had a couple people from Smallville, right? Michael Rosenbaum, who I know Ed likes, the John Glover, Michael Rosenbaum's dad. I don't remember characters' names, right? Lex Luthor's dad, and then Clark Kent's dad, also from Dukes of Hazzard, John Schneider. Those three are all going to be there. Yeah, like my wife used to really like Smallville. I didn't tell her. But I thought about it for a minute. I'm like, oh, like this is kind of cool. You got maybe if the main guy was there, but they got a decent amount of the Smallville cast. I don't think have come through Arizona yet. Jamie Kennedy, Matthew Lillard, a couple Scream people, and of course local wrestling legend Honky Tonk Man.
Hey, you cannot have a con without the Honky Tonk Man in Arizona.
He didn't have anything else to do, so Honky Tonk Man's going to be there. Oh, nice. So yeah, Ed said that they'll have Talkville nights there. That's right. That's cool. I again not going, but it's I appreciate it. Like that's cool. Oh, I did not realize this, but Tyler let us know that he met Jake Gyllenhaal at Ace Comic-Con in Chicago way back in 2019. Back when Ace had their own event still. I forgot about that. Like he was at that one. But every other time he canceled, or the con itself was canceled, because of 2020 COVID. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you got to see him. So even if you're planning on seeing him this time, at least it didn't ruin your trip. We talked about that last time. Like that guest list is chock full of Marvel people and some other cool guests. So definitely good time.
So we need to have Tyler on
that would be cool.
I like to hear his thoughts and reviews. I said of the superhero con. I said that since he's been there a couple times, mainly just because like I know that venue, and that venue should like for hosting basically that type of that caliber of like guests and stuff like that. It shouldn't be at that venue. Like I said, there's so many other better places.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you said like the old Spurs stadium, right? So basketball arena, but probably from the 70s or 80s.
Yeah, like it's like it's had some refurbishments, but like I said, there's so many like other places, even in San Antonio. So they wanted to keep San Antonio like in play to hold that.
Well, remember the Ace Comic-Con that we went to here was at the Coyotes arena. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Right. So it was at a hockey arena. And they had some stuff on the floor, including the autograph guests. But then the majority of the exhibitors were on the concourse by like where the food is and stuff. And that wasn't huge.
Yeah.
Right, it's pretty tight. There wasn't a ton of room, but the setup was really kind of weird. I'm picturing that, but yeah, older and probably even a little bit more cramped. So yeah, Tyler's in. We'll have to reach out to you, Tyler. We'll figure something out. We're fairly inconsistent at this point, but we'll find a Saturday when we're going to figure out that we'll lock something in. That would be cool.
That would.
Plus, we'll see what else we're up to, because Tyler, if you're not aware, Tyler does awesome trailer reactions and TV show and movie reviews. I feel like every day, if not at least every week. So check him out on YouTube. If you search up Tyler Calvert, you will find him, I guarantee. Give him a subscribe.
Yeah, or also follow him on It's Tyler Calvert on Instagram. I said he's been posting some banger photos. With all the different guests from superhero.
Oh, cool! I have not seen that. I will.
He had an awesome picture with Tatiana. I said earlier.
Yeah,
she's got her angry face on. For like,
oh, cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
I forgot the chick who plays Kamala Khan. So
yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I feel like if I was in Austin, I would have at least considered going there. I feel like I could have talked you into it and we would have went down. Just because, like, even if there are people I'm not that excited about, they're pretty cool, and this might be your only opportunity to ever see them. So,
and honestly, I thought about it, especially since I didn't go to Dallas.
Right. Yeah. Dallas and Houston were kind of lame this year. So
yeah, I knew for sure I wasn't going to Dallas. So I thought about going. I think the thing that just held me back was my work schedule, travel schedule at work's been crazy late. So I'm like, I don't want to buy tickets and not be able to.
No, that would suck if you had to travel like tomorrow or something, right? And to drive down to San Antonio on a Saturday all day would suck.
Yep.
Even if you get to stop at the Buc-ee's and New Braunfels on the way, still would suck.
Well, and the new one, I think the new one is opening up soon too. Like I said, in it starts with an L.
I don't know.
It's now they reclaim the biggest Buc-ee's now. I said Luling, or Lulling or Luling. I think that's I searched biggest Buc-ee's.
Luling, Texas.
Yeah, Luling, Texas. Yeah. So that's on the way down there too.
Cool. Oh, okay, cool. I think Luling, Texas. It's 2.5 hour flight from Phoenix. Let me look. Oh, I lost it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's if you take the 183. So kind of
so it's like the back road.
The far, what is that, east?
Yeah,
you go in like the east way rather than kind of south on the 35.
Yeah. So if you want to avoid 35, I said that's the back, kind of the back.
Yeah, that's cool. I assume that's the middle of nowhere, kind of.
It's totally the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, like
it is totally the middle of nowhere. The highways to get down to San Antonio, like I said, that way they're single lane. Like, yeah, that's
and
so right. You're literally constantly passing, like going around and doing like crazy suicide maneuver moves to do that.
Yeah. Tyler got some bad news, which I'm glad he looked, but there's not any taco casas in San Antonio. It's a shame. That's a missed opportunity.
It is a missed opportunity.
It's a missed opportunity.
Taco casa, like.
Yeah, that's even the Buc-ee's. Tyler's like, it's halfway, right? So it's like an hour, probably 45 minutes from San Antonio. It's too far for an Uber. Like if you had a rental car, it would be doable, but like it's too far and not worth an Uber unless you really wanted some beaver nuggets. Are there are Torchy's. There are Torchy's in San Antonio. Still one of my favorites. There were people they're like vendors in town at work the other day, and they're from San Francisco, and they asked us, like, we were talking about what we got for lunch, because everybody DoorDashes lunch, so everybody gets different stuff, right? Yeah. So they're like, oh, what'd you get? And like my go-to on Office Wednesdays is Torchy's. So like I got Torchy's, and she was like, oh, I love Torchy's. I got it when I was in Austin. And I'm like, I love Austin. Like, it's like people here don't appreciate Torchy's. They think it's expensive and it's not that good. And I'm like, that's the point.
I said, here's the thing, it's the best non-Mexican Austin, because you can't get good Mexican food in Austin.
Like Mexican inspired food.
Yeah,
it's kind of Mexican because it's tacos, sort of. Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like that is like, honestly, I said that's the one thing I'm looking forward to. Is it about San Diego? Is just getting some freaking bean burritos from.
Yeah, same. Right, 100%. Ian and I were talking about that the other day. That's probably going to be lunch on Wednesday or dinner, like Tuesday night. Like that's if we don't get sombreros at least 3 times, I will be surprised.
It's happen.
I did see kind of disappointing news that I don't know what's going on. I need to do more research, but the Chicken Cone San Diego location that just opened downtown like last year, that turned into that Sonic restaurant during Comic-Con, shows temporarily closed. And the Chicken Cone website, chickencone.com, is no longer available. They let the domain expired. And yeah, like the Austin one shut down. I'm not sure what's going on with Chicken Cone, but I was
Chicken Cone.
I know. I was kind of hoping to be able to go to Chicken Cone in San Diego, but I don't think it's open anymore. So that might not be happening.
Hey, look. They were a GoDaddy.
Yeah. It's parked at GoDaddy. Yeah. That's what I remember seeing too. Yeah. Yes. And Manny, 100%. Right. I'm glad Manny remembers the fly in the Chicken Cone as well. And that's why Jeremy's not a big fan. And that's probably why we never went back, including me. But when I was in Austin, like I did look, like, in March, I was going to maybe go. I probably would have went. But the UT one closed too. So no. And now the San Diego one's closed. Like it's I don't know. Yeah, too many flies. Yeah.
Too many flies.
I was gonna say they're dropping like flies, the locations. I don't know, man. Like I thought it was good. The Austin one is good. You just don't want to go to that Houston one with all the flies.
Well, I think there's a lot of restaurants, I said, that we used to go to or we're gonna go to, like I said, over in the city. Because I think they closed that other Mexican restaurant we went to.
Oh, the one with the uncomfortable amount of sour cream.
Yeah, and it was also super hot.
Yeah.
I think they closed that one too.
Manny likes that one. He has probably no idea what we're talking about, but I have the map there. It's not showing me that it's there. Restaurants. Lolitas. Yeah. It's not showing on the map right now.
Yeah. Interesting. I heard that one closed down too.
Huh. That's a shame. Yeah, that was good too, because there was, depending on where you're staying, like it was close and uncomfortably hot. Lolitas. Yeah, it was interesting. That's a shame. As long as the Gaslamp Pizza's still open.
Hey, yeah, I was gonna say we gotta get pizza at some point in time.
And we can DoorDash sombreros and anything else we can think of.
Or hey, I'm pretty sure there's probably gonna be a movies pop up.
Yeah, Ian and I talked about that too. Like it was good. It was good the first time. It was less good last time when we had to bring it back to the hotel because there was nowhere to sit.
Yeah.
That wasn't so great. But Manny's never been there? I thought you had been there, Manny. Like I thought I remember talking to you about it. It used to be good. Apparently now it's gone, so sorry. Missed it.
I know. They had a pretty good kids meal. I said I really enjoyed the kids meal. I said the bean burrito as part of the kids meal. It's pretty good.
Yeah. I just remember rolled tacos with like a whole tub of sour cream on them.
It was so much sour cream,
but it was a little too much sour cream. But before we wrap up, I'm gonna go back up because Ed said something about King of the Hill. The King of the Hill. Oh God, the King of the Hill people should do a pop-up Taco Bueno for SDCC.
That would be amazing.
That is like my dream come true. Here's one of these.
That's right. Taco Bueno.
That would be amazing. Or even Piggy Sugarfoots, or right, like something.
No shit. They open it back up.
What?
Oh, wait, I'm gonna share my screen.
Please do.
Look what's back open in Austin.
Bueno.
Taco Bueno.
Nice.
Because the nearest Taco Bueno used to be in San Antonio.
There was that one that I went to. It was pretty far south, though. I forget where.
Yeah, look at that.
Then it doesn't look like it's that one. I don't recognize the outside. But no,
Taco
yeah,
Bueno.
The Bueno
high
sign is
school
somewhere else.
in the food court.
Yeah.
And apparently, you got a shot of the kitchen.
That's weird.
Oh,
That's
Taco
good.
Bueno.
I'm glad it's not dead.
Hey, the halata box
For $15, that is a whole lot of tacos, and
a whole lot of goodness inside.
Is that like beans?
I think
cups of beans or salsa.
Rice and beans.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, rice and beans, and then chips
and salsa.
Yeah, all right.
And a whole lot of tacos.
I'm down. Yeah, I'm down. It was okay the one time I went there.
Really good.
People. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. People take the weirdest photos. I like the ones that people decide they need to put a selfie on, like their review of Taco Bueno. Like, look at me, I'm at Taco Bueno. Like, I don't care.
Hey, like I said, I like a good friend, SP Falcon.
Yeah. Gem. that guy.
I haven't seen a good bikini beans picture in a while. You know?
He went there this week, but because he took a picture of his drink because it was like the 21st anniversary of him selling things on eBay. Because, that's how you celebrate important moments in your life. Like the 21st anniversary of you selling things online by going to Bikini Beans and taking
that's how I would celebrate.
Absolutely. It's not dead yet. Shout out to that guy. I've got stories for him that I need to tell you about too. I can't think of them right this second, but they're good. But yeah, good times. So no plan, and we just talked about Comic-Con for 56 minutes. That's
the way we roll.
I feel like that's going to happen at least once more before end of July.
100%.
Hopefully, with some official news, right? We'll do a rundown of.
Yeah, I'm hoping for some exclusives. Hey, like the new exclusive portal. Like I said, exclusive portal. Like there really hasn't been anything announced. Honestly, there's been no exclusives that I've been excited about, except for one kind of one, which is that Alf NECA figure, which is the Comic-Con.
He's like a superhero, right?
Well, and he comes with a poster tube accessory as well. Like he comes with a whole bunch of accessories. It's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Like right. He's like Comic-Con guy, like Comic-Con attendee guy, which is pretty cool. I'm waiting for the announcement of the Legal Geeks podcast panel. That's got to be coming up here pretty soon.
I will totally. I think Manny. I think that's what should be one of our meetup spots with Manny. Is that the Legal Geeks podcast? We will make their podcast amazing.
They haven't posted anything on Twitter in over a month. I'm a little concerned. Oh, they did a panel at WonderCon though. That's fun.
I mean, look at here. I'm gonna share my screen one more time.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this thing. Look how awesome this is.
The Alf.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't realize he had
Super Alf. Look, he's got
accessories.
He's got his little interchangeable hands. He's got a little poster tube.
Yeah, the poster tube's pretty cool. Like, I feel like Nate needs that.
His little selfie
stick. I feel like Nate needs this one just for the accessories.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a cool box too.
Come on, like I think.
Yeah. All right. Maybe.
Look, and you can customize the poster tube.
Stickers. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I like the selfie stick too, and many hands.
Yeah, he has a few interchangeable hands.
Yeah, I don't know how you get NECA exclusives necessarily, but we might have to keep our eyes out because I don't know what else. Like, especially if there's not much else to buy.
Yeah, I'm
down with the cool Comic-Con elf.
Hey, I said, we both have the perfect accessory. I said to pair with him, the Alf Pog that we got.
Yes, that was the best freebie I have ever gotten at Comic-Con, hands down.
Alf Pogs.
Yeah, remember Alf? He's back in Pog form. Manny thinks Alf's not going to be hard to get. It's hard to tell because I think sometimes things like just people get hyped, and like because it's a Comic-Con exclusive and they want it. So all it takes is a little bit of Alf hype.
Hey, Alf hype is real hype.
Alf hype. All right. Good times. If you want to know what we're doing, and maybe I'll share it on the social medias. I will definitely share pictures and all that from Comic-Con on our social media. That will happen. Probably not much before then, though. So you should just go ahead and follow us right now on Instagram. We're at STS Guys. We are also on Twitter at STS Guys, and we're on Facebook, Scott's favorite, at the STS Guys, and I'm Larry from the STS Guys.
Chilling like a villain.
Chilling like a villain.
Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding.
And of course, San Diego Comic-Con, it's the best.
It is the best.
And I hope to see a lot of my friends at San Diego Comic-Con.
I don't have friends. I got family.
That's right. Comic-Con family, like Manny and Ed if he was going to be there, and Tyler if he was going to be there, and maybe like Nicola and Scott, and a bunch of other people who I can't think of their names right this second. But everybody we see, Comic-Con family. We'll have old stickers.
Manny, I do have an AI SCCC song. I do have one.
We will have to figure that out. Yeah. Oh, add Legal Geeks. Yeah. Well, we need to write the Legal Geeks a song and then send it to them.
100
like fan song. Legal Geeks fan song.
Like, hey, to be played at your panel
for your intro. That would be amazing. Amazing. We'll do it, Manny. It's our new ridiculous tradition. Legal Geeks panel.
We can mention about the crazy guy who asked about basically the favorite cereal.
Yeah. Captain Crunch. I still remember the answer. That's funny. God, cereal panel. Yeah, hopefully for some hopefully for some random stuff. Oh, and Ed will be there in spirit as always. One day, hopefully, we'll all be there together. That would be cool. But if we see any cool Star Trek stuff, we got you, Ed. We'll like if it's photographable, like not buyable, we'll try to get some pictures for you for your Star Trek IG page. And then if there's any cool exclusives that are obtainable, we'll do our best, man. But minimum, hopefully there's some Star Trek pictures or some Star Trek cosplay or something like that.
Yeah. We'll find something.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
All right. So for episode 263 of the STS Guys, I've been Jeremy.
Hey, it's Larry.
And we're the STS Guys. Have a great night, everyone. Bye.
Whoa. Am I supposed to do this thing first?
I know a button and the
This guy would know what to do.